Can you hear how slowly this water is dripping? I poured this gallon of water in here about 2 hours ago, and it should have been filtered way yonder before now. So one indication that you need to clean your filters is that the drip is extremely slow. Okay, like I said, this water was poured in here. I poured a gallon in here, wow, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. This should have been filtered way yonder long before then. And you'll see how much water is still in here that has not filtered because the filters need to be cleaned. All right, so I'm going to shine my phone light down in here just so you can have, maybe you can see the two black things sticking up. Those are the black filters, that's what they call them. And these are not the fluoride filters because that goes in a different spot. So I'm just going to demonstrate how to take the filters off, and I'm going to scrub them and then prime them. These white screws are just the dummy screws, that's where you could put more filters if you wanted to. So I'm holding this filter, grab a hold of it inside, and I'm unscrewing this little nut right here. Put it to the side, and then it has the filter, and it has this rubber type washer that sits right there. Okay, the next one. The reason for having more than 2 filters is if you just want it to filter faster. Alright, so I will kind of wipe this out before we put the filters back in, but let's get it out of the way. Now, this is the first time I've cleaned these filters, and to be honest with you, we got it, I'm not sure, I think we got it in around October. This is the 3rd of March, so I have learned that I'm supposed to probably clean these every month or so, and I'm just doing this right here just to show you any dirt, show myself. Look at that. I don't know exactly what kind of dirt that is, but that's gross. I'm going to scrub it with a brush, but I'm just doing this so we can kind of see a before and after. Alright, and I'm just going to scrub the filters. These are carbon filters. Carbon is inside, and it's the what's used to filter the water. There's no rust buildup or calcium buildup that I can tell, so that's good, I guess. The water where we are is very hard. Okay. All right, let's get this primed. You're going to put cold, let's prime this. You're going to put cold water through here. This blue piece or aqua color piece should not bulge. And you know it's primed when you have the little bubbles coming through. Oh, look at there. That's great. You see the bubbles? Yeah! I pulled it off. Woo! Let's try it again. If it starts to bulge, you turn your water pressure down. But this is what you want. You want the water droplets to come through. I want to tell you that possibly another way that you can tell if your filters need to be cleaned is by taste. Now, let me just say that There's 5 of us in the family, and 4 of us did not notice a difference in taste. But one of our children is super, super sensitive to all sorts of things, physically, emotionally, mentally. And so that child noticed or said to me, hey, the water tastes odd. And so, you know, if you have like a super sensitive person who can tell that the filters need to be changed or the water tastes odd, then maybe that's an indicator as well. I love this little blue piece. I didn't use this at the beginning because apparently I didn't notice it in the package. So this is the first time I'm using it, and this is a lifesaver because my kitchen faucet will not allow me to prime these very easily. Okay, so I'm actually getting another cleaning cloth. It doesn't look clean because it's dingy, but it is clean out of the clean pile. And I'm going to wipe down just the inside, see if there's any sediment, which there's not. Looks pretty clean. I'll wipe it down nonetheless. Especially right there where the holes where the filters fit. I'll put this back in. So what I do is I'm going to turn this around for you to see if you can see the holes. See, there's my finger. So right there. And I will be putting this, see if I can do it backwards so that you can see backwards to me. I will put this with the washer on it, put this back in here in the hole, and put the nut on. I'm going to do this with my other hand. Twisting the filter in here at the same time I'm twisting this, kind of speed it up. Make sure it's snug, but not, you know, I'm not gonna, it's very, very snug. Not so tight that it could cause damage. I'm putting the other filter in the hole. And so the idea, and I was confused about this at first, maybe this will help somebody, but these filters point toward the sky, okay? So they're pointing straight up. And if you use a fluoride filter, it is pointing down. That's just the way it is installed in your Berkey. So there are your 2 filters. We're going to go in here and fill it up and see if there's a difference in the speed of the drip. There should be. Alright, so this is the bottom piece. I don't know what the official word is, but this is the bottom piece of it with the spout. This metal spout does not come with it. I ordered that extra. I ordered the stand extra. It comes with this metal rubber seal or holder to keep the Berkey from sliding around. And this just sits on top with the names aligned, if you're OCD like me. And this is a Royal Berkey. It is the 3-gallon size. I'm very pleased with the size of the Royal Berkey. We have 2 adults and 3 children. I only have to fill this up about once a day. Well, once a day pretty much. And I cook with it and everything. At night, we empty out all the water. We have 3 glass jars over there, or pitchers, and Little Miss Homemaker empties out all the water. We fill it up before we go to bed. Obviously, it's filtrated by the time we get up in the mornings, and we're drinking out of it now. We've not been through a summer with it, but I'm sure that it's fine if we have to fill it up more than once a day. That's fine too. So also, I want to show you that I'll be using here in a minute. I'm going to use this just this cleaner that was left here at the house when we bought it. When we bought the house, Perfect Stainless. It's called 100% streak-free stainless steel polish, and this needs to be cleaned on the outside. So I'll just put this lid on in a minute, and I will clean the outside of this. I'll probably should have done that when it was apart, but I didn't. I'll just make sure it doesn't get in the grooves. But that's what I'll clean to do to shine it up. Let's see if it already has. It's already been filtrating, and the first one I put in there was just a few minutes ago. I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes ago. So that's great. I'll tell such a difference with this water. It's so good. We have a little tray beside our Berkey, and everybody puts their cup on the tray. I indicate mine by putting a rubber band on here, but that way we don't have to wash but every couple of days on that. So let's see if it sounds better. Not exactly sure if you can hear that, but the drip is faster. The flow is faster than it was before we cleaned the filters. Mr. Berkey is clean from the inside out and ready to serve our family of 5. Hope this helped you in some way. And if you have a question about Berkey, I'm not affiliated in any way. I'm not making any money. This is not a professional review necessarily, but our family is very pleased with the Royal Berkey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, at the end of this video, I couldn't help but read this scripture, and this is something that I have to remember myself. Something good to remember is Proverbs 27:15 in the Bible. A quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand. So that's always something good for me to keep in mind. Don't know about you. Hope the video helped you, and I hope y'all have a great day. I'll see you next time.